dream. Living the dream. Praise God. There's nothing more fun to me than working with my horses. Most of the time, they're really, really good souls. I'm really proud. I feel like even just a couple weeks of working with her a little bit more, or at least making the time that I'm working with her a little bit more purposeful, I feel like her temperament really is getting a lot better. And she's not trying to get away with stuff. She thinks she's funny and she tries to get away with stuff. And so I feel like even just a couple weeks of being a little bit more purposeful and intentional when I pull her out really makes a difference. She's got a great brain, which is why she needs to be worked with more. And the more I work with her, the better she behaves, because she likes having a purpose. She likes having something to do. She likes interacting with humans. And so it's important for her to get that, I feel like, engagement a little bit more. And so I put the first 3 rides on, and honestly, she did so good. She didn't do anything wrong, no misbehaving at all whatsoever. But I feel like she just needs someone who has trained a lot of horses to be the one to really put those finishing touches on her. I mean, I just did it because I wanted more of the bonding. But I feel like because I love her so much that I go a lot slower with stuff. And I would like to go ahead and get her under saddle and get things moving so that way I can show her this spring. Be my show pony this spring. So I'll take her and go show, and I'll finally have a horse to jump and ride again after Jackson retired and Atlas passed away. Then I started moving off of from trained horses to young horses. And she was my first young horse that I ever bought, and now she's 3.5. So it's a really fun process. I love working with the babies. I love working the babies most of the time. I feel like my 2 colts, they gave me a little bit of trouble, but I really like the fillies. I feel like they've just, and maybe that's just luck because I haven't worked with that many. I've worked with 4 babies now, 5 babies now. So I'm still pretty green, I would say, until I've worked with quite a few more. And I feel like my last 2 were extremely docile, and they're that way because I bred them that way and because they were raised that way. They've just, day one, they know what to do, and so that's really neat. But I wouldn't have started any of that without my Miss Halo and realizing how much I loved working with her. But she was a character. She gave me a lot of trouble when she was little. She thought she was a kite, not a pony. You thought you were a kite. And it's because she's, I say, extremely talented. But pretty is as pretty does, what my first trainer always told me. So we're trying to always, even though we like pretty, we breed pretty, we want pretty minds, we want pretty work ethics, we want really pretty manners. And so we're working on it. It's a process, but I feel like she's really come a long way. Right, Miss Halo. So now that it's 9 o'clock, we let the sun fully set. It's dark out. We're gonna go put her up. But I'm really glad to have worked with you tonight, Miss Girl. I had a wonderful time. She did everything I wanted. Just right.